if there's a little bit we can do to make some lives better, then I think that's a worthwhile objective.
And we felt that the Community Foundation is where we want to put our donations going forward. I'm Lesley Bell.
And I'm Rod Morrison, and Lesley and I have decided to leave in our wills a gift to the Thunder Bay Community Foundation.
Well, I'll start. We lived in Kingston for 6 years, and I was quite involved with the Kingston Community Foundation. I learned a lot about community foundations, and then we moved to Thunder Bay 13 years ago, and Bonnie Moore is a very good friend of mine. We went to university together. So Bonnie found out I was back in town. She was the executive director, and she asked me if I would be interested in joining the board of the Grants and Scholarships Committee. There were 2 committees, but 1 chair, so I chair both of them for 5 years. I learned it was really good for me moving back to Thunder Bay because I've been away for a really long time, to find out more about the community and the needs of the community and all the amazing community organizations.
I just think in Thunder Bay, there is a wide breadth of needs, and we focus on things like homeless, mental health and addictions, food security, disability access, and then trying to provide opportunities for people who perhaps don't have the wherewithal to move their lives forward and be better. I just think it goes back to the reflection that we're in a position to help. We're trying to make a difference in the community. We can't change the lives of everybody, but we can make a difference in some lives where the Community Foundation, that money thinks is well spent. It will make the greatest benefit. So I just think it gives us a sense that we can give back in a way that people that we see are going to be somewhat better off for it.
The Community Foundation funds so many organizations, so I think really that's the reason.
If I could just supplement Les's answer, because when I started going, because Les was so very much involved, to the annual events, I was just struck by the whole number of organizations that were benefiting from it. And then the other part of that was the degree of joy that the organizations got when they were recipients, that the people really appreciated. And I thought that this Community Foundation just has a huge breadth that nobody else has in terms of helping in the community.
And I guess the other thing I would say is the Community Foundation is a very well-run organization, and the way they invest is really positive, and they do a very good job. There's no downside, actually.
Yeah, good point. That's a really good point. Yeah, this is one way of ensuring that the money's distributed through a responsible organization to people and organizations that will benefit from that. So if there's a little bit we can do to make some lives better, then I think that's a worthwhile objective. I just think that people who have had good lives and have been fortunate and have the resources at this point, and I just think it's a responsible decision to try to give back to the community in some meaningful way. And if I sound like I'm repeating it, it's to make some lives better than they might have not been otherwise. And if you have the opportunity to do it, I just think it's just a remarkable gift that you give back to the community.
I guess the only thing I would add is that more people with the capability of giving back to the community need to know about the Community Foundation.